section 2.1. More function families. Tonight's homework is page 10. You're going to do numbers 64 through 75. Now, for those of you guys who play ball or watch ball, usually when you start a game, you start with your Fab Five. Usually you start with your best 5 players, your Fab Five. So anybody can play, but eventually if you want to win, you start with the best 5. That's what we call the Fab Five. So let's just jump into an example so you can see why the Fab Five is going to be useful for us. Let's say I have this function right here, and I want to match it to a graph. I want you to show Tiffany that you are graphing these in a different color. So draw 3 Cartesian planes and then use 3 different colors so I can show you what kind of graphs they are. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert our Fab Five and see which graph matches the equation. Let me teach you what the Fab Five are. Write the word Fab Five. And these are the numbers you're always going to plug in when you're trying to figure out which graph it is. Who plays ball in here? Any ball. Any game, you always start with your best players. That's just what you do. Nice. All right, starting 5, right? Fab Five is right here. My go-to is this Kobe right here. Kobe is clutch. Kobe is 0 right here. Kobe is the first one I always do. Kobe. Because it's the easiest one to give me the most information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this 0 into my equation, which is 2 times, instead of x, plus 1. Mr. Riad, where do you get this from? There. This equation right here. So you're going to plug in 0 instead of x. And that's my clutch right there. Kobe's my clutch. I always go to Kobe first, right there. You can even call him Kobe so you can remember. Always start with 0. JJ, help me out. What's 2 times 0? Do you see why I love it so much? Because 0 times anything is what?
0.
0. So always start with 0 because you're going to get the most information. 0 times 2 is 0 plus 1? 1. So you know that your Fab Five so far exists at 0, 1. You know that so far. So highlight this 0, 1 so you know that your line better pass through, or your function better pass through 0, 1. Silently to yourself. If you're in seat A, plug in 2. If you're in seat B, plug in 1. If you're in seat C, plug in -1. And if you're in seat D, plug in -2. Plug it in and tell me what you get. God bless you, honey. Are you in seat A? What seat are you in? Okay, I'll plug in 2. 2 times 2 plus 1. Now everybody needs to write this out. You're going to write 2 times 2 plus 1. 2 times 1 plus 1. 2 times negative 1 plus 1. And 2 times negative 2 plus 1. Look what we did. All we did was plugged in our Fab 5 into the equation. You could plug in any number you want, but I'm telling you that these Fab 5 are going to pretty much get you the answers that you want. These are your best players. Just do the Fab 5. Now, if you play the Fab 5 and you're still losing, like you don't have enough information, then you start bringing in your bench. Then you start bringing in other people. But start with the Fab 5. All right. Group 2 right here. What'd you get for A? What's 2 times 2 plus 1? Your seat A. What'd you get? 5. Very good. So the next point should be 2, 5. Benjamin, what'd you get for plugging in 1? Are you seat B? I'm sorry, you seat C? Yeah. What'd you get for 2 times negative 1 plus 1?
Negative 1.
Good. So negative 1, 1. Luisa, what seat are you? B as in boy. Let's go. What'd you get for 2 times 1 plus 1? What's 2 times 1? Sorry, I heard you. Go ahead. 3. Good job. 1, 3. I heard you say 3, but then you backed off. And then my letter D. Jacob, what'd you get?
Negative 3, 1.
Almost. You plugged in negative 2, though.
Yes. 2 times negative 2 is just negative 4, and plus 1 is negative 3.
So the answer is negative 3, but what did you plug in?
Oh, negative 2.
Good. So negative 2, negative 3. So let's highlight these bad boys. Now we just have to decide which of the graphs has these Fab 5 in it. Simple. That's tonight's homework, people. That's it. Ready? Let's go with Kobe first. Kobe, when you plugged in 0. Kobe, what'd you get? 0 what? 1. Which of these 3 graphs has an orange passing through at 0, 1? Well, how do you graph 0, 1? 0, do I go up 1, right 1, left 1, down 1? You do go up 1. Why do you go up 1, Jaden? Why is 0, 1 up here? Why is 0, 1 up here? How come you didn't go to the right one? Let me come back to you. I'm sorry, go ahead. What's positive? It is, but how come you didn't go to the right? How come you went up? Help him out, Emilio. The right is what letter?
Y.
The Y. So you go up 1. All right, so let's check out these graphs. Which one of these has Kobe existing at 0, 1? Do you have an orange right here at 0, 1? No. How about 0, 1? How about 0, 1?
Yes.
You have something here? The graph goes through 0, 1?
Oh, remember that one?
No. Which of these 3 has a graph going through 0, 1?
The second one.
The middle one. So let's double check all Fab 5 are on there. We're chilling. If I go to 1, I should have about 3. That's about right. Do you guys see that? See 1, 3? See your other Fab 5 players? They have to be on the orange or around it, or it's not right. You see the difference? So now let's plug in 2, 5. If I go to 2 and this were to continue, yeah, it'd be about 5. If I go to negative 1, maybe a little bit off, but it's still definitely not these 2. Everybody with me? So my answer on tonight would have been this middle one. Let's go ahead and label these A, B, and C. And tonight, you would choose the graph that matches the Fab 5. You must show me your work. You must do the Fab 5. You can't be like, eeny, meeny, miny, like you. You're the answer. You can't eeny, meeny, miny, mo me. You have to show me. Okay? Next. Example 2. Let's take it up a notch because some of us may have forgotten this type of graph. Y equals 2 to the x. Let's just graph it. This time I'm not comparing. We're going to graph our Fab 5. Moses, do you remember what the Fab 5 are? If you don't, look at example 1. Nicely done. Easy to remember? What's my Kobe? What's my go-to?
0, 0.
Kobe. Do 0 first. Take out your calculators. I want to show you something. On your calculator, please put 2. Here comes Tiffany if you need help, because some of you guys don't know where this button is on the calculator. 2 to the 0. Find the exponent button. 2 to the 0. 2 to the 0. Dillinger, what'd you get when you plug in 2 to the 0? Were you able to figure it out? You guys help each other out with the calculator. Some people haven't used the exponent button, but on the calculator it looks like this. 2 exponent 0, honey, not 2 times 0. 2 exponent 0. Some of you guys have the Y to the X button. It looks like this. Find either one of these buttons to plug in a 0. And then, no, you want the 2 of them to be both letters. You don't want x squared or x cubed. You want the variable to be a letter. I'm sorry, the exponent to be a letter.
Is it right?
A, B, yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Wait, go back. Sorry, let me see, Jacob.
No, it's one right here. You just click it.
Wait, move your finger, Papi. How am I supposed to see? Through your hand?
Right, yeah.
Look, it's this one. See, that's an exponent.
Oh, wait.
So you're gonna go 2 to the 0.
Oh.
This button right here is called a caret. Yes.
Yes, I did that.
It looks like this,
Oh,
Papi.
I see it. It's like that. Yeah, I see it.
Ah, you guys ignore me. I'm only the teacher. It's okay. You don't have to listen.
It's
Find
one,
me,
right?
find me the button that looks like this or like that. The answer's 1. All right. Now do 3 to the 0 on your calculator. Where's 3? What's 3 to the 0? What's 4 to the 0? Oh, we gonna learn today. 4 to the 0. Put in your calculator. Not 4 squared. 4 to the 0.
It's all 1, right?
What's 25,911 to the 0? What's a million to the 0? I want to hear everybody's voice. What's 7,000 to the 0? What's x to the 0? What's x, y, and z to the 0? Everything is 1. Everything is 1. If you have a 0 power, then it's 1. All right, now use the calculator again. If you're in seat A, B, C, D. I'm going to switch it up next time.
It's just gonna be 1.
For everything?
Oh, but I mean, like.
So here, you're going to plug in 2 to the 1. Here comes Tiff, you need help. 2 to the 2, 2 to the negative 1, and 2 to the negative 2. All right, let's go. Seat A, what is 2 squared? Everybody in seat A, what should you get? 2 squared, what is it? Oh my gosh, everybody in seat A, what is 2 squared? Ándale, so 2, 4. Everybody in seat B, what's 2 to the 1? Very good. Not 2, 2, it's 1, 2. And then you already told me what this was, 1, 0, 1. My seat C's, what happened when you put negative 1 in your exponent? What's 2 to the negative 1? What'd you get, Ben?
1/2.
Very good. So the next point is negative 1, 1/2. Let me zoom in so you can see what that looks like.
Oh, I got -2 and then 1/4.
And the next one should be negative 2, 1/4. So instead of just being 4, it's 1/4. Instead of just being 2, it's 1/2. Rewatch this part of the video if I lost you. It's all in the calculator. Now the last thing we have to do is graph it. Let's go. Next Put 2 tick marks in between each one. And let's start graphing this bad boy. We're going to graph our Fab 5 right here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's start with Kobe. Camden, help me out. How do I graph 0, 1? Tell me which direction to go.
We'll start at the 0, the origin, and then you go off 1.
Nice work. He said the word origin. Scared of you. 0, 1. I love that academic language. Nicely done. Jason, how do I graph 1, 2?
You go over to the right like 2.
Right 2?
Yes.
It says 1, comma 2. What's the letter that's first?
Oh, you have to go up 1.
Up 1?
Yes.
What letter is first, X or Y?
Or-
X. So I need to go X, then Y. I need to go X, then Y. Left or right first, then up and down.
Okay.
All right, so help me out.
You
1, comma 2. Where should I go?
should go right 1.
Right 1
Yes.
and
And then up 2.
up 2. Make a dot, guys. Use your colors. JJ, how do I graph 2, 4? Go to the right 2 and up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, this is in quadrant 1. Be careful. Steven, help me graph -1, 1/2. Which direction do I go now? Go to the left, and then go up how much? Down 1/2?
Sorry.
How much do you go? Is the 1/2 positive or negative? Okay? So you're gonna go left 1/2, up, not even a whole 1. Not even a whole, just halfway. Don't let me lose you, baby.
1/4 or 1/2?
1/2. We're about to do 1/4 right now. Now let's graph -2, 1/4. Jeremiah, help me out. I know this is hard, but I'll walk you through it. Ready? -2, 1/4. Which direction do I go?
You have to go to the left.
Beautiful. And then up, not even a half. It's half of half. So it's like barely anything. Then you're going to connect the dots. Tonight's homework, all you have to do is match your Fab 5 with your graph. You're not allowed to make it harder than this. This is all of the homework. Please don't make it harder than that. Questions? Please start your doyo. Here comes Tiffany if you need help. Please graph the absolute value of x plus 2. If you don't remember absolute value, I want you to ask your group. See if anybody in your group. Does anybody in your group remember absolute value? Ask your group, ask your group, ask your group. You guys, anybody remember?
I don't remember that either. Oh, I think I do.
Take a guess. Take a guess and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
It's like all the numbers are positive, right?
There you go. That means you plug in any number. You plug in any number, and then your answer, you always make it positive. Okay? So if your answer is 7, you leave it at 7. If your answer is -7, you make it 7. Okay?